And let's talk about Sabrina Carpenter. So Sabrina, I guess we got some good news for Miss Mamas because you know that I mean, I don't think we really talked about it on the show, but she was trying to get a restraining order because apparently she had a stalker, whatever the case is. And it looks like she's been granted her wish. So good for her. Let's get into the story regarding that. Because there was a man that tried to break into her home several times, and they even had him on the ring light in regards to the whole thing. So, an LA judge granted pop star Sabrina Carpenter a 5-year restraining order against a man who, testifying in court on Wednesday, claimed he is part of a classified military government program along with the singer. Okay, mental health is real. Breaking in a deep monotone voice. Oh, speaking in a deep monotone, could you imagine like deep monotone? That's like, where is your personality? You're like dead behind the eyes and stuff. But hold on, let me show y'all what the man looked like because he do look creepy. This him at her house. I wonder if the person who is behind him is her security that's like wrestling him off to get off the premises. But anyway, so speaking in a deep monotone voice, William Applegate said that he had been recruited to the program at a local LA hotel, that his mission involved the second coming of Christ. What is up with y'all in this Christian Jesus bullshit? Isn't the same psychotic bitch that was up in there like lit up, made it rain with bullets over at Rihanna house and ASAP Rocky house? Didn't she say some Jesus mess with her excuse too? I tell you, this Christian nationalism crap, that's stuff will rot your damn brain. But anyway, so he said that his mission involved the second coming of Christ and that he had to contact Carpenter to save the world. Quote, Carpenter and I being together as soon as possible is essential, he told the court. I'm the center. I'm key to this entire process. Carpenter appeared remotely via a video link but did not testify. The judge permitted a media camera in the courtroom, though he said Carpenter could turn off her own camera because, yeah, you don't want him getting all excited by her having the camera on. It's like, I'll have my camera off. I'll see what's going on up in there. I'll listen and all that other stuff. You don't need to get him all riled up because the motherfucker crazy. So after Applegate testified, Carpenter's lawyer, Blair Burke, asked for a 5-year order, arguing that Applegate had admitted in social media posts and court declarations that he had traveled to Carpenter's private homes on more than a dozen occasions. Burke said that on May 23rd, Applegate seriously alarmed and harassed her client when he broke into her neighborhood's property, climbed over a fence, and attempted to open the front door of Carpenter's house while she was inside. The incident was detailed in the singer's May 29th filing for an emergency temporary restraining order, which the court granted in advance of Wednesday's hearing. And in issuing his ruling, L.A. County Judge David I. Wasserman ordered Applegate to stay at least 100 yards away from Carpenter at all times until midnight on June 17, 2031, and to keep his distance from her homes, her vehicles, and her places of work. The judge said Applegate can't try to contact Carpenter and cannot own or possess any firearms or ammunition. And it said, Sir, I want to be very clear. Please listen closely. This is what Judge Wasserman said. That name sounds so familiar. Who else did? Now I got to Google it because I'm like, Judge Watson. Who does he work with? I believe that name sounds so familiar. Hmm. By asking the right questions. Because it was like, well, I don't need a whole citation. Well, so far I'm seeing the whole Sabrina thing, but I believe this Wasserman name. It sounds familiar. Like I could have sworn that he's handled other celebrity cases. Well, that's neither here nor there. Well, it'll probably come to me later on. So now, in issuing the ruling, L.A. County Judge David I. Wasserman ordered Applegate to stay. Okay, we read that already. Now, he said that I understand it's your belief that in order to save the world, you and Carpenter need to be together. I understand that is your belief, but this court has issued its order, and I expect you to obey the order, not what you think the military commands of you. I don't want you to leave here thinking that your purpose is greater than what I think. The order is the order, and you must follow it. Do you understand? Abigail replied, I understand what you're saying. Now, in a signed declaration previously obtained by Rolling Stone, Carpenter said that she had never met Applegate and did not invite him to her home. She called his attempt to enter her front door one of the most disturbing violations of personal safety and privacy I have ever experienced, saying, quote, his pattern is stalking, trespassing, and surveillance has caused me severe and ongoing emotional distress, and I am in fear of what he may do if he is not restrained by this court. This is according to what Carpenter wrote. Applegate was arrested at Carpenter's home in May after he refused to leave. He is due for a criminal court hearing in that case tomorrow, which is today because I did the story yesterday. Now, it is my personal opinion that Applegate has developed a disturbing and irrational fixation on petitioner. This is what L.A. Police Department Detective Peter Domanis wrote in a declaration filed with Carpenter's petition. The pattern of his conduct, which may have begun as early as approximately April 20th, 2026, reflects the hallmarks of a fixated, obsessional individual. This trajectory is consistent with well documented patterns of stalking behavior that pose a serious and escalating risk to victim safety. So good on you, Sabrina, that you wound up getting this restraint order. Although I am a little uncomfortable with the fact that y'all only got it up until June 17, 2031. What happens on June 18, 2031, when this motherfucker decides, oh, the thing is over, let me go back to stalking this lady again? Then what? So she's gonna have to refile. So I don't like this whole situation. I'm glad she got the restraining order, but 5 years? Oh, that's it? I always thought they would try to do it for like longer periods of time, but I guess maybe that's just the standard. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but I guess once it's done, she's just gonna have to refile it. And but I guess maybe what they're expecting is that he is gonna violate it, and then they'll just have to throw him in prison or a mental institution or something. Because this whole thing about military, whatever it is that's going on in his brain, clearly his mind bad. There's a lot of people out here with mental health issues, which is something that I definitely feel like needs to be addressed in this country. But when you have a moron like RFK Jr., who's probably drinking that old nasty swamp water that's now green over in front of, in Washington, um, when a lot of the healthcare and everything is going down the tubes and they're cutting a lot of, things in regards to people's health and research and things of that nature, what are you going to do? It's like we're just going to have a insurgence, a high rate of people with mental health issues in this country that are just not being addressed, and those people are not being helped. So I'm glad that Sabrina got her restraining order, but we also need to have a conversation about mental health in this country and why and how there are a lot of people that we may not realize that need it wholeheartedly. So I'll say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story regarding this case? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments down below.